All right, folks, are you ready to dig in? Today, we're going deep on something pretty fascinating.
Yeah, this will be good.
Yeah, so we're going back in Amway history.
Back in time.
Way back to 1980.
Okay.
And honestly, even if you're like, Amway, not my thing, stick with us.
Oh, yeah.
This is about these personality types that are like everywhere.
You'll recognize them for sure.
It's uncanny, right? We've got this recording of Rich DeVos, Amway co-founder, the legend himself. He's talking about the different bones you find in any organization, any group, heck, even your family.
Oh, absolutely.
So buckle up, because you are definitely going to see yourself in here somewhere, I guarantee it.
You ready to hear this clip?
Lay it on me. So picture this. Doug and Steve DeVos, Rich's sons, right?
Yeah.
They're in this like recreated boardroom.
Like a blast from the past.
For this segment they do called From the Archives, part of their open meeting.
I love that.
And they pull up this old recording of their dad. And what he says, honestly, timeless, pure gold. Let's hear it.
Okay, hit it.
This is Rich DeVos talking about the 4 bones of an organization. Wishbones, Jawbones, Knucklebones, and Backbones. Buckle up, because this is a classic.
All right.
Whoa. Okay, so like 1980 vibes, right? Big hair, shoulder pads. But the message, man, it's like he was talking about us today. Wishbones, Jawbones, Knucklebones. I mean, come on. Haven't we all met these people?
Right. It's like he's got this uncanny ability to just put his finger on these timeless, universal truths about human nature. Like, you can't escape it. These archetypes pop up everywhere.
They're wild, right?
Every team, family, community, you name it. I mean, DeVos, he's talking about business, yeah, but it's bigger than that. It's like a roadmap to self-awareness. How do we show up in the world? That's the real question here, isn't it?
You're hitting the nail on the head. It's deeper than just like, who's a go-getter at work?
Yeah.
So let's break it down a bit, okay? Wishbones, always dreaming, big ideas, but never actually, to doing. We've all got that friend, that family member. What's going on there, psychologically speaking? Why are some people like stuck in that wish cycle?
It's a great question, and it's complex, Sometimes it's fear of failure. Like, what if I try and it doesn't work out? That can be paralyzing. Or maybe it's a lack of self-belief. They just don't think they have what it takes.
That makes sense, yeah.
And then sometimes, and I see this a lot, it's just overwhelmed. The idea of taking action is so daunting, they get stuck in the dreaming phase because it feels safer.
Makes total sense. Okay, next up, Jawbones.
Yeah.
All talk, no action. Smooth talkers, maybe charismatic, but never seem to like deliver. Oh boy, do I know a few Jawbones.
Oh yeah, Jawbones. They're all about the big pronouncements, the grand plans.
Right.
They can be incredibly inspiring, though. You have to give them that. It's like they paint this picture and you're swept up in it, but then poof, the follow-through vanishes. It's like a magic trick gone wrong.
So are they just like lazy? Or is there something more to it?
Well, it's not always about being lazy, Sometimes they lack the discipline, the organization skills to make things happen.
Okay, yeah.
Sometimes they just genuinely might not have that drive to put in the work. They love the idea, but the execution, not so much.
Interesting. And then, of course, we have our Knucklebones. Always critical. Sometimes it's helpful. Sometimes it's like, dude, lighten up.
Knucklebones. Now, those are an interesting bunch. It's a mixed bag with them, for sure.
Totally.
Some are genuinely trying to help, offering constructive criticism, trying to keep things grounded, But then you've got others who, well, they might be driven by their own insecurities. Putting others down makes them feel a little better about themselves.
Oh, that's a good point. I hadn't thought about that.
And then you've got the ones who are just like addicted to negativity. It's their default setting. And those folks, they can really drain the energy out of a room. You know what I mean?
Oh, for sure. It's like they suck all the oxygen out of the room and leave everyone feeling deflated.
Exactly.
Okay, so we've got the dreamers, the talkers, the critics, and finally, the ones Rich DeVos clearly loved, the backbones, the ones who actually get stuff done. I mean, it's obvious why he's a fan, right? Every organization needs those folks. But isn't there a downside to being a backbone all the time? Could you get burnt out?
Oh, absolutely. There's a danger there for sure. It's like that old saying, if you want something done, give it to a busy person. Backbones, they tend to take on a lot, sometimes too much. They push themselves hard, which is admirable, but it can lead to burnout if they're not careful.
Yeah, for sure.
And there's the delegation issue too. Backbones are doers by nature. They want to be in control, make sure things are done right.
Right. Control freaks, basically.
Well, not always control freaks, but they definitely like to be hands-on. And that can be a problem if they don't learn to trust others, to delegate tasks effectively. It can create bottlenecks, slow things down.
It's all about finding that sweet spot,
Yeah.
that balance.
Absolutely.
So this whole bones thing is making me think, have these definitions like evolved since the 80s? We're in a whole new world now, right? Digital age and all that.
Yeah.
Are there like new bones out there?
Ooh, that is a great question. It's so possible, right? Like we could have digital wishbones constantly scrolling through fantasy lives on social media.
Oof, I feel personally attacked.
Right.
But yeah, I see what you're saying.
Or algorithm jawbones who just regurgitate whatever they read online without, really thinking critically.
Whoa, mind blown.
Yeah.
Okay, so we've gone through all the bones, the good, the bad, the in-between. But what does this all mean for us right here, right now, listening to this?
That's the real meat of it, right? I think Devos was giving us this incredible gift, a tool for self-reflection. Take a minute, really think about it. Which bone resonates with you the most? Which one do you see in yourself? And even more important, how can you use that knowledge to grow? Can you take the wishbone's vision and turn it into a plan? Can the jawbone learn to walk the walk?
I love that, walk the walk.
Yeah.
So good.
And what about the knucklebone? Can they offer constructive feedback instead of just tearing things down? And can the backbone learn to step back, delegate, take care of themselves? It's about understanding our strengths and our weaknesses and using them both to our advantage.
So it's not about changing who we are, but more like leveling up,
Yeah.
becoming the best version of ourselves.
Exactly. But here's another thought, and this is where it gets really interesting. What if we didn't just focus on ourselves? What if we focused on supporting the backbones in our lives too? Lifting them up, giving them the space and resources they need to thrive.
That's powerful.
Imagine what we could achieve if we all contributed our strengths, if we recognized and supported the backbones around us. It could be transformative, truly.
Seriously, folks, some food for thought as you go about your day. Keep those bones in mind. You might be surprised what you discover about yourself, your friends, your family. It's all connected.
It is. It's all connected.
All right, everyone. Thanks for tuning into this deep dive. We'll catch you next time.
Later.